The beginning of the final stretch. Glacier National Park. I couldn't be happier to be here right now. To think that I've been walking for 5.5 months through the Rockies to get to this point. Now I'm almost done. And I'm already starting to feel a little bit sad. As hellish as it can be, as hard as it is, as much suffering is involved, I love this stuff. I've realized that really the destination, the end point, that's just the end point. It's the end of all this fun and struggle and tears and sweat and blood and happiness and sadness and confusion. It's all wrapping up, and now I'll enter a new phase of life. But this is it's pretty cool to have come this far. I wish I wasn't alone. You know, I wish I had somebody here to share this moment with. But turns out there aren't that many people that are crazy enough to do this and follow through on it. It wasn't hard for me. Following through on this was like natural to me. All in all, I think that the trail's actually been easier than I had envisioned it being. It's just a weird thought, because it's easier, but it's certainly not easy. This has been so difficult, and I have broken down so many times. I wanted to give up. I've gotten close to giving up a lot of times, but never did. It's weird being here in the off season, because there's like nobody here. I got 3,000 feet of elevation gain over the next 10 miles. So I'm going to be going up and over some things, getting some views. We'll see what happens. Coming up to my scenic view for the day, according to Far Out. And as you can see, I'm in a cloud. This is my high point for the day. And 2 Medicine is just down that way. Some giant precipice. Who knows how far down that actually goes. I guess I'm being spared the view of what I have ahead of me, which I guess that's okay. I would rather see what I'm facing over the next few days from up here, but no expectations. You know what I think about when it's like this? Zombies. I imagine zombies coming out of the fog. This is pretty much the morning routine that's happening right now. Sun just barely starting to show itself. I've been up since 5, but the sun doesn't come out till like 8. Just barely becoming light out. Enough for me to go hiking. So I'm in that first part of the morning where it sucks getting out of the sleeping bag. Just have to get out quick and pack it up quick. Really, in October, it's like I have to do everything fast enough so my hands don't get cold. It's easily 30 degrees this morning. The whole inside, the ceiling and everything of this tent is frozen. But this is the everyday morning of a CDT hiker. You wake up, and if it's warm, it's really nice. Like, warm mornings are great, but I'm actually lazier on warm mornings than I am these cold mornings, because I know it's just like, once I get moving, get up, go to the bathroom, get the bear canister, I've already lost a lot of my warmth from the night. I just like warm up my hands in the sleeping bag for a bit, and then this part happens. Luckily everything's dry, so I've got my backpack and everything in here. This is the morning routine. I'm gonna get packed up and I'm gonna get out of here. It's official. Glacier is unreal. This place is amazing. Look at that mountain. It is so beautiful here. I gotta say, this is the nicest day I've had in at least 2 weeks. Bluebird, just amazing. I am so stoked on it right now. I had to stop up here and just eat breakfast, take it in. Glacier's incredible. It's gonna be wonderful today. God. You realize why national parks are national parks really quickly. Second pass of the day, done. That's it for the climbs today. Alright, I'm gonna get down off here pretty quick though. Still got these stream crossings to contend with today, so more fun ahead, and it's windy. It's really cold. Got a big old waterfall coming down, feeding this stream, and I just got some wonderful water from it. Sacred waterfall water. You just can't beat it. You cannot beat it. I mean, look at this background. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that, man. Alright. Feels like a sin to treat this water, but I'm still gonna treat it. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's how easy it is. A couple of tablets, And then 5 minutes of shaking. I won't film myself 5 minutes of shaking, but that is the tablet way of life compared to the gravity filter way of life. I switched to tablets because I wanted to lighten up for this last stretch, so I got rid of my dromedary and my filter and my extra platypus, my coupling for the filter. It saved a lot of weight. I couldn't believe how heavy all that was. Keep on trucking. Let's cross the river. Oh, that looks deep. This might be a little interesting right here. Oh! Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. I fucking fell in. Oh. Oh shit. It's totally soaked. Fuck. Oh, I can't believe I got that on video. Oh my god. I'm drenched. I might have just ruined my phone. Fuck. I fell right in. It got way deeper than I thought it was going to. I stepped into a fucking hole. I gotta get that dry right away. I gotta get myself dry. How I will get it dry, I don't know. Everything's fucking soaked. I'm fucking soaked. "3,000 miles and I haven't fallen in a river. And now I just did in the last fucking 70 miles. Alright. I'm gonna use whatever I can to get this phone dried out. It just took a full dunk. I fell right into the phone side of my backpack. Yep. It's working still. This is good. It might not have gotten too wet. I am drenched. I am fully drenched. All the way up to my shoulder. I fell in all the way up. I can't believe that just fucking happened. I'm gonna call it a day. Thank God it's not 30 freaking 5 degrees today. It's in the 50s right now, so. Oh man. I knew it was deep right there. I could tell it was deep right there, but there was a hole. And I didn't see the hole. It was a really deep hole. Obviously. Like that hole, if I didn't fall in it, would have probably been up to my chest. I gotta fucking spend my evening cold and trying to get dry when everything's wet. The left side of my body's dry. You know, at least from my waist up, it's drenched all the way down here. Who knows what I just ruined? My water tablets were in my hip belt pocket. My headlamp's in there. Fuck. I couldn't go 3,000 miles without falling into a stream. And now I'm in Glacier in October in the evening and just fell in. But you know what? I'm gonna get to this campsite. We'll see if my Zin is usable. That's the only Zin container I have. We'll see if my lighter is usable because it's in here and I got wet all the way up to here. Yeah, good times. All right, I'm gonna keep hiking and get to camp. I'm in my tent, as you can see now. It's getting dark. I'm camped at an actual campground, backcountry campground. I'm here. I got my rain pants on and my puffy, and I'm pretty warmed up now. It got really cold there for a bit. I got my clothes out there. They're all soaked, drying. And that's a little bit of a view of my camp spot. There's actually an outhouse here. You know, I'm a few days away from finishing this trail. Like, I don't need mistakes like that to be happening. That was just a total lapse of my judgment, because like the river looked fine. It was ankle deep until that hole at the end. And that hole was much deeper than it looked. It didn't even look that deep, but when I stepped into it, I went straight up to my chest and then slipped sideways on a rock and just went in. I actually started floating for a second. This smart wool, it's great stuff. And it's really proven to be great stuff right now, because I'm definitely not dry. Everything except for my top layers. Like, I wear this smart wool hoodie and then the smart wool shirt under it. They're both still wet, but they're drying. They're keeping me warm. The puffy, of course, helps, but I can't zip it up because I don't want that moisture to just stay there. I think I still have 2 more river crossings to do in the morning. I think it's the same one. God, the wind makes some weird noises in burn areas. I don't know if my camera just caught that, but that was weird. I just keep telling myself a few more days, and then I'm done. But well, this is one of the warmest mornings I've had in quite some time. Oop, I got a message. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. I love hiking in the morning. Well, I crossed it. There it is down there. Crossing went smoothly. But I have soaked cold feet again. Just wait. I am so ready to finish this trail. I'll tell you. So ready. I love living in the woods. And I love how wild and demanding and just adventurous this is, but after nearly 6 months of it, I'm starting to get a little burnt out. But yeah, I mean, it's almost done. It's a weird feeling doing all these final miles. I'm happy it's in Glacier. Beautiful place to end. God, look at that. Incredible. I'm also kind of like, man, I know right when I get in that shuttle back to the hotel, I'm gonna get a little sad because it's over. And this has been the adventure of a lifetime. Just so much problem solving and having to really just invest myself 100% into this, you know. It's been real. It's been pretty mind-opening. The weather is so good. I am so happy about this weather window. It was worth suffering through the bad weather in the Bob Marshall. This is paradise right here. My idea of paradise. Except I don't stub my toe. so much in paradise, but whatever. Another day, another pass. Whew. That was a good one. That was fun. Real easy climb. All the hard stuff was down in the trees. Just took a really nice path around the bowl there. That was cool. Oh man, this is epic. Oh God, if I could just stop tripping for one day. Good early season snow, nice and soft this time of day. It's pretty warm. About 45 degrees or so up here. This is such a cool place. I'm gonna sit down and take this in for a moment. Oh gosh. You know, early season snow is really difficult to hike through. Gosh. It's just like post-holing. Shouldn't go on for too long. This is an easy trail to follow. Trying to step into other people's post holes. I don't know if I've mentioned this yet to my camera. Pretty sure I have at least one stress fracture in my foot, my left foot. So every time I have to step into a deep hole like this, it hurts. God, this is slowing me down. Oh, God, that one was up to my knee. Yet another beautiful morning in Glacier. Rocking and rolling down the mini glacier right now. You know, I broke my trekking pole, the tip off my trekking pole the other day. Whatever, I'm almost done. Almost done with the CDT. Should be stoked, right? I'm pretty stoked. I'm not that stoked, but I'm pretty stoked. It's just like the end of something so beautiful that it's kind of sad. I've had so many moments of just pure, absolute blissful happiness on this trail. Just the ups were so high on this trail. It was amazing. I've had some of the happiest moments of my life hiking this trail. But I've also had a lot of really, really hard times. A lot of struggle, a lot of suffering, endless pain. This is why I kind of chase the pain, because the highs are so high. when you top out on a mountain, all that struggle getting up it kind of disappears. Your brain automatically goes to a different place because you've reached the top of the mountain. It goes to a good place. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Get down this. God, look at that. The mountain goats were over on those cliffs last night. I was just watching them climb around. It's cool. That's Chill Bill. It's one of my good luck mementos. But that's Chill Bill. This is the Rat Pack. Chill Bill's cool. He's missing a leg. He's got 3 legs. He doesn't eat much other than the souls of other people. So he's pretty easy to take care of. But yeah, it's a little good luck charm. I found that in the most random spot, literally under one of the first trees at the end of the basin before Atlantic City. It's like a mile or 2 outside of Atlantic City. I was looking for a camp. And I was really stoked on these groups of trees I was getting into because they were the first ones I had seen in days. And came up to the first tree, and there's Chill Bill chilling under the tree. Why his name is Chill Bill is a different story. So I've been carrying this toy rat skeleton on my backpack for I think about 1,200 miles for most of Wyoming, all of Montana. You know, it's my second to last day on trail. I haven't shown some of these weird, quirky things about life on the trail. This is what life alone in the wilderness will do to you sometimes. I don't know if it's a loneliness thing or I don't know. Last 25 miles. I am now on the Chief Mountain route, and I am going up Swift Current Ridge right now. And it's like a 1,000-foot climb, maybe 2,000. I don't know. I've been going up for a while, and I'm only like halfway up. But tonight's my last campsite after almost 6 months of hiking. Gosh, that's crazy. I'm gonna have a lot of these last moments over the next 24 hours. I'm pretty tired. I love the wilderness, but a challenge like this in the wilderness is I can't put it into words. You suffer a lot. The payoff is huge. This stuff is life-changing. That's why I do it. This is it, y'all. The last pass of the CDT right here. Red Gap Pass. What a moment. Last pass of the CDT, baby. I made it over the last pass. Oh my God. This is a beautiful moment. I can't even put into words. This view. This is how you end the CDT right here. My goodness. That's so beautiful. Well, I think I've got 13 or 14 miles left. I'm basically just going down into the valley and then taking the valley all the way around. I'm gonna hang out here for a while. I'm not in any hurry today. It's only like 3:30, so I'm gonna hang out a while, take this in. There aren't many things happier than a man in the mountains. Well, the CDT couldn't let me go without just one more of these. But as you can see, I took my shoes off today. There's the suspension bridge that is removed for the season. I'm very tired too. God, it's cold. Alright, I'm now leaving the mountains of Glacier. At least this valley. Absolutely incredible. I got about 5 miles to go to the border, and I have a gigantic blister on my pinky toe that's getting to me right now. But it's like, dude, who gets blisters at the end of the trail? That's crazy. Just because of how wet my feet have been lately. I noticed that the skin is soft, but I'm almost through the park and to the Canadian border. So let's make this happen. All right, y'all. I am about to finish the CDT after 170 days of hiking. I am finally just about to the Canadian border. Trailhead's up here. Customs is over there. Border's just up the way. This is it. This is the end of a very, very long hike, very long adventure. And it ends at a trailhead. It's odd to lose a glove and a sandal together. Huh. Uh-oh, it says port closed. What does that mean? There's Canada over there. Amazing. It doesn't look like anybody's there. I hope I can get down to the marker. Huh. So, apparently, America's taking the day off on having the borders open. It's closed, there's nobody here, and it's really weird. The Canada sign is right down there. So talk to Border Patrol. I am allowed to walk down to the marker. Here's Canada. There's the marker. What's up, y'all? As you can see, I made it to a hotel. Everything went smooth with the shuttle, and had a really cool ride back. That was the coolest shuttle ride I think I've ever had. Shout out to Rhonda and Dave. It really made my day. It was pretty anticlimactic finishing the CDT. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of funny because it was just actually a sad moment. You know, the climax was not finishing this trail. The climax of this trip was when things were really messed up, and I was just going through hell, thinking about quitting all the time, and pushing through that. That was the top. That was the climax. That was the winning, defining moment of the trip. Finishing was just the outcome of that. So that was the real win. Was when I pushed through, when I didn't give up, when I told myself just keep going, one more day. You can last one more day. You know, and I just kept telling myself that over and over again, and it worked out. I feel like after such a long hike, it's kind of necessary to like take the time to run it all through your head. Since it wasn't that climactic, it could be easy to just brush all this off and just move forward, which I'll probably do anyway, but I just took so much away from this trip. I learned a lot about suffering and pain, and that the only way to keep going in life is to figure out how to smile when you're suffering. Learn how to dance in the rain when you're scared in a storm. Learn how to laugh at grizzly bear encounters and falling into rivers. Accepting how steep hills are and how some hills just seem like they're never gonna end. And that's a good metaphor in life, you know. It's when you're climbing that steep hill and you think it's never gonna end. You keep looking up, looking at the treetops, and the top only seems to get further and further away. And it's like, there were times on this trail where I was literally like, yo, I'm in my own personal version of hell. Like on never-ending hills like that. This is just like, you're tired, you're beat up, you might not have eaten lunch, whatever the reason, but sometimes that hill that's being climbed seems like too hard to get up. But the thing is we always get up to the top of the hill. I never failed to get to the top of any one of these hills on this hike. I might have gone around some hills because they were too dangerous to go up, but the hills I did go up that the path took me to, I didn't fail to go up them. I just did it. I pushed past that mind game. The mind will just play this trick on you, and it will just tell you these nonsense things like, oh, I don't think this hill's ever gonna end. It's too painful. Take a break. I've learned to like actually step back and notice when my mind is going into that loop of negativity. And really, once you start noticing that, it's like, okay, I notice this irritation. I'm going to take a step back and I'm just going to let go of everything and let my body do the work it was made to do, and not let the mind interfere with it. And really, that was powerful. It was helpful. I'm kind of still in trail mode. I feel like I've been a robot for the last few months. You know, the first couple months it was like still kind of like in civilized mode, but the last few months I've just been like a robot. And kind of antisocial for that reason. Like, I just want to wake up, eat my breakfast, go hiking, put in as many miles as I can in the day, take as short of breaks as I can in the day, you know, go to sleep and do it all over again. Like, that's been it. Setting up the tent every day and everything, like, it's the same thing. A lot of these, it's just repetitive stuff. Your chores don't really change all that much on a thru hike, so I haven't really had the chance to think much. I just get caught in the routine and don't really think about what I'm doing. I think a lot along the lines of spirituality throughout the day, but I never really think about what I'm doing. Like, over the last 3 months, I haven't really thought that much. Like, hey, I'm hiking the CDT. It was just like life. It was just normal. Like, this is what I do now. I wake up and I hike. I get to town and I buy food and I rest. It's a beautiful simplicity. Absolutely beautiful simplicity to it. I'm kind of stuck here in East Glacier because the Amtrak stopped running 2 days ago, so I'm not sure what I'm doing, but it is what it is. I got the customary things going on here. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole bunch of drinks and snacks over there on that little table.
Got the pizza. A pizza pretty much remains there at all times when I'm in a hotel room on trail. Yeah, I haven't even exploded the pack yet since I'm done with the trail. It's like, I'll deal with that tomorrow, no rush. Just got some gear and just food scattered everywhere. And yeah, this is the only civilized life I've been living for the summer is staying in hotel rooms or hostels. It's kind of funny because, you know, literally I have spent, I need to count, like, but I'm pretty sure around 20 days with a roof over my head this past summer. So 20 days out of the 170 days that I've been hiking, I've had a roof over my head. The real interesting thing is, like, now I'm really uncomfortable indoors. It just doesn't feel comfortable being inside a room like this, and I get anxiety about it. I really do. For months now, ever since New Mexico, basically, I've been getting anxiety in hotel rooms. And, like, I actually don't sleep that much on these town stops. I have a lot of trouble sleeping in a bed indoors. I get antsy about it. So I guess that's another reason finishing the trail today is kind of sad, because it's winter and I live in Colorado and I'm going to be indoors a lot. I've noticed a lot of these things where I'm like, I've gotten so close to nature that, like, normal life is odd to me. You know, I'd rather be outside in a tent sleeping with the grizzlies and wolves and bobcats and listening to a stream run. I have probably in the last 2 months, maybe 2.5 months, I've slept next to a stream the majority of my camping time. So, like, I'm used to that too, just the sound of a stream running next to me. Being able to get that fresh, cool water first thing in the morning and, like, in the evening before bed, like, it's so refreshing out in nature and it's so powerful. I've been dreaming about doing this trail for more than a decade, and now I'm finished with it. And it kind of feels like a dream. It was so epic and unpredictable and adventurous. It all just feels like some kind of movie in my head, some kind of dream. It's all real. It all happened. That's the weirdest part of it. It all feels like a dream. That's just how much living in the wilderness is like paradise. So, like, when you look back at your times in the wilderness, it's like, oh, that was kind of like a dream. Sometimes it's like a nightmare, but a lot of times it's like a really good dream. There really is something magical about it. Like I said, I'm gonna call it a day, and I'm gonna really try and get myself a good night's sleep. And I can sleep in tomorrow as late as I want. I'm really excited for that. I haven't rested much over the last 170 days. So yeah, I need a rest. I really need a rest. I wish I wasn't out of money. I would just hop on a plane to Mexico and lay on a beach for a week. But unfortunately, my financial situation sucks after the trail. I'm pretty much broke. but happy. Super happy. I didn't do that good of a job at getting good footage, and I know that, but it's really hard when you're doing a high level endurance sport like this. You know, it's really tough when you're through hiking to do anything other than through hiking. So we'll see what I can come up with, but till then, much love. Shout out to everybody that had anything to do with this trip. You're all a bunch of angels. Stay blessed and stay strong, and remember to push yourself every day. Peace.